Tonight, I wear a hat. Patrick wears a hat. And Kai forgets his hat. We're back for the new mock gear. Sorry it's been a while, it's taken a while to make, mostly Kai's fault. You join the action as we are on our way to our survival camp. Bear Grylls couldn't survive in our caravans, but we can.
Unfortunately, I was slightly delayed because Patrick required some assistance moving his caravan.
No.
Hammer!
Put it down. Put it down. No. Chops. Make yourself useful. Hold that. Is there a block of wood here? Right, yes there is. Okay, that happened. It could take some time.
What a muppet!
Tried cooking dinner, and I'd like to say it was a resounding success, but we also were very hungry, so we went to the Chinese.
7:30.
7:30, so pay 7:30.
At this point, we were attacked by some older teenagers in a transit. However, we don't have sufficient footage.
And this is the next morning. It's pretty freezing cold, but I slept in my invention, and so has Kai. As you'll see in here, he looks resoundingly comfortable in what is literally labelled as being incredibly fragile. Now, you see, this is Josh. He slept in a tent rather than his own invention.
The water's on the side.
Kai, right now the whole of YouTube is staring at your rear end.
Without his lion, Patrick's early morning mood wasn't very happy.
That was very gentle. Very gentle. What the hell's he tied it to? Oh wow, the genius has tied it to that, so the greenhouse snaps it off, and then my dad gets even angry because when he realises I've nicked his greenhouse to sleep in but then didn't sleep in it, it's not tied to anything. Oh, I've got rope, I can do it again. Let's have another go, we'll go to the front this time, shall we? I'll have to tie it all again, but no, don't worry about me, no. Can I just say that my design's better quality at retail?
The night was over. It was time to move out.
Ah, you just went into a tree. And a dozen plants.
Right, pull the front round, I'll give it a big heave-ho.
Don't give it a big hee-ho!
Power!
Good hee-ho!
Power!
No!
Power!
No!
Yes! Speed and power solve problems.
They do not, you moron!
That's on me foot, get it
They
off
make
quick.
problems!
That's on me foot, get it.
They make problems!
Oh. Sorry.
You obnoxious moron! You've got the wheel stuck! No wonder it's not going anywhere, you dumbo!
Yeah. Oops.
Hang on, wait, hold on.
The co-op was expensive, but Patrick wasn't going without his food.
Chocolate chip cookies. I've got the two sorts of shortbread, caramel slice, rocky road, tiffin, lemon cake, chocolate cake, caramel, which is like a butterscotch tart.
Talking about the giant bourbon.
The giant ball.
Had a rough night.
Except some of us actually slept in our inventions.
That one's a blue.
Story.
That one was a blackbird. Sparrow.
Loot it.
When you're together for quite a while, as we have been since late last night,
Indeed.
you do start to fall out over the tiniest little things. But the latest argument is whether cloudy apple juice is good for you. So in the comment section
I never
below,
said that.
You said it's not really good for you.
No, but it's not really good for you. It has got sugar in it and some fat.
It's cloudy apple juice.
Yeah, and it's very nice, and it's a good alternative to eating a sugary drink. But you shouldn't have it every day, is the point.
Yeah, you should. It's one of your 5 a day. It can power slide. Yeah. That's got to be a bonus point for that.
That was meant to happen.
Patrick's henchman.
Meant to happen. It's pretty compact piece of engineering.
One of the wheels snapped off completely.
That's worse than mine. Where?
The front right. if you can get. So, Patrick's wasn't very removable. Well, yes, you couldn't move very well.
No,
but it was. Shut up! I'm doing a conclusion. I'm not finished yours yet. So Patrick's wasn't the easiest to move about, but it probably was the more luxurious one when you pitched up. Kai's was very easy to move about, but was not properly thought through. Mine, we won't go there. And on that bombshell, we're going to head back to the studio to sort out the points and see who's won, or rather more interestingly, who's lost.
So we are here with the scoreboards to find out who's won and who's lost. So, the first one is cost. We had a £20 budget. For every pound under, we get a point. For every pound over, we lose a point. So based on some approximate maths, Joshua gets 20 points as he didn't spend a penny. Meanwhile, Patrick, he spent 80 quid. So I think, based upon some approximate maths, that is minus 60. And I spent 6 quid, so that's 14 points for the speed. So my one was the fastest, so I get 15 points.
10?
No, it's 15. Joshua's one was the second fastest. That doesn't mean it's fast though, but I'll give him a 10. He couldn't push it by himself and he had to get us to help him for the whole thing. That is minus 23. So, for safety, we decided to give Patrick a minus 200 because it fell into the road. Thankfully, it was a gap in the traffic, but if there was a car there, it could have resulted in a death. I gave my one a minus 15. It had some problems with pieces of metal and stuff spearing through it.
Specifically a pair of scissors in the sleeping bag.
So mine was incredibly safe because mine I ended up pulling, so should a car swerve off the road towards me, I can get out of the way incredibly quickly. No deaths, no damage, no PPI needed. So now we're moving on to comfort. We'll start with Kai's. Kai's, how would you say yours?
Well, it started off well on my bubble wrap mattress, but as the night went on, the bubbles disappeared. I don't know why this happened. I'll give myself about a 0 for comfort. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. Plus, it was a little confined at times.
Now Patrick, plus 20 points.
Plus 20
Plus 30.
points. No, 20. It was too uncomfortable and not friendly to sleep in for him to actually sleep in it. So, based upon this, because it ruined the whole objective of caravanning, we decided to give him minus 100.
Turned out to be a real highlight of our journey. Kai, how do you think yours fared at power slide?
My one was alright.
Minus 20 points.
Minus 20 points. But I don't think this is fair.
Patrick, did yours tip over?
May have tipped over.
It fell over.
His was so heavy he couldn't get it up to speed, and then when he did get it up to speed, he lost control and it tipped over. So I think that is minus 350 points.
Minus 350.
Mine was the only one that did proper power.
You see?
So we'll give him a 15.
But before we do that, we have a few points to minus. I didn't actually sleep in mine.
Minus 10, yeah.
Minus 10, yeah.
Minus 20.
No, because that would
minus
make
10,
it minus 110, so that's fair enough. So mine would be minus 10 points extra.
So that would mean that overall he's on minus 45.
Kai, obviously doing well. It's kind of close between me and Kai. During the night, we should explain, Kai found a pair of scissors in his makeshift sleeping bag. So that's surely
wasn't supposed to happen.
That's surely got to be minus 15 for safety there.
That'd be minus 21.
Wonderful.
Now we move on to Patrick's.
See, my face is optimistic
points.
when actually I'm dying.
To read one out, we should explain. The first minus points is arriving over 2 hours late, minus 40. Tipping it onto the road, minus 50.
So after a very long time of taking minus points away, we concluded that Patrick is now on minus 993.
You know, there is one final minus point for turning up late and missing his bus to the studio right now. Can you guess how many minus points that would be?
I reckon it should be minus 7.
Minus 7.
Minus 7.
So that means we're going to be minus
1,000 points.
Gents, it's been a pleasure. You're going to go commit suicide now.
I've just realised.
Out of the way!
I've just realised. We have successfully failed to save Britain from the fiberglass menace.
Absolutely.
We failed a challenge.
And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Tune in to our next Mock Gear, which shall be the Mock Gear Awards ceremony, coming out late November time. Thank you for watching.
And good night.